When I get that feeling, I want some fresh hair feeling. So I just washed my hair with dishwashing soap. So that's what you're supposed to do for dreads. It's the Myers kind. It's a mint kind. Anyway, I left it in because it doesn't matter if I leave it in or out. I'm left with this again when hate's gone too far. But it looks good. Like I said, right now you can't really tell. But again, there's like bald patches all over. So again, the government with their scalar weapons, again, are torturing people when you're in your bed at night. So again, that's probably everybody, not just the targeted people. That's like the whole globe, like population control, right? Since the beginning of time. But again, think of it as a big narcissist at the top of the hill. So that's the drone above the apartments every night. It's the drones above Costco, those who have the eyes to see. It's the drones above Sobeys when I used to live on the Proudfoot area. And again, the drones that have been around my hotel since I left my apartment on October 17th. So remember, just like a narcissist, the government, right up there in the top of the drone up there, they now, people like the narcissist think that I'm just being the one targeted. I'm the targeted individual, the scapegoat of a corrupt community. Someone smearing my name all around town. But I gotta ask, do you really think the drones up there are actually just targeting me? So it's kind of like the narcissist right now. In the end, who really wins after a smear campaign? Who wins in the end when it was all hate, greed, cold, calculated, blood baths, blood wars to kill somebody, to literally kill somebody for gain, personal gain? For a whole corrupt community of individuals that need a straitjacket, not everybody, the people who would do something like this, a hate crime, mail fraud, scalar weapons, crucifying somebody, hypnosis. So again, my spiritual gifts, I haven't been able to tap into any yet because again, when I'm in the bed, it's like I'm on a choo-choo train every night and then it gets faster and faster. Sometimes when I make the videos as a true speaker, the targeting gets worse. But again, wanting to do better for the world and be a voice for the voiceless, having my sobriety, having my drug-free living, having my dignity still, being celibate, mail fraud, I already said that, gang stalking, people using weapons on me like it's funny. So humiliation. And the first time I called the cops in February, the very first time in my whole entire fucking life of being abused for 49 years, the first time nobody was there to fucking smash the phone out of my hand when I fucking hit 911. The very first time. Only time the abuser wasn't in front of me. They were in my ear on voice to skull, giving me death threats. Heard a big bash down below in the apartment below me. So again, it was obviously something in the building as well. But again, my pet monster in my ear. We're not going to stop until you're dead. We've been watching you since you were a kid. Very creepy and gross. Finally, I call 911. Being sober allowed me to move out of fear and come back to that loving state as I was as a little child. Because we're taught to be born with love. We're taught that in school. I think we are. But in my school, in my everywhere, in this unraveling in my spiritual awakening, I haven't even really got to begin yet. All I've been holding on to is the fact that I'm very proud of myself for being sober, for being drug-free, for being celibate, and for owing myself the biggest apology, and probably one other human in the whole entire city that I fucked over because of cocaine. And other than that, when you think it's just one other person that you owe an apology to besides yourself, then it means there was more of a mysterious thing going on, an energy of targeting individuals. And again, it wouldn't just be us two either. Again, it's anyone, what I'm tapping into, that wants a better way, a better life, to get away from narcissists, to break free, to get into their soul's purpose, again, which would be addiction counselors, making a better way for their kids. And again, everybody has hardships. Some are way worse than what I've even gone through, I could still say at this point, because I'm breathing. But I'm really not breathing that well because I'm still being scalar weaponized. So again, these criminals, these con men and women that, again, won't lay down their sword, 5'11" on the timer, very well noted, calling around 911, nobody helping me, again, smirking in my face when they showed up, no notepad, no looking into my past history with these psychopaths that I did cocaine with. We might know him. Name sounds familiar. Nah, we'll look later. Me not knowing to ask for the badge number. So if you're in London, Ontario, start asking for the badge number now, because apparently they don't need to have a badge. Crime Stoppers said they don't need a badge because back 10 years ago, it looked like a fucking garbage piece of Halloween badge. So remember, apparently they don't need a badge, but you have every right as a sovereign being to ask for the badge number. So the criminals in town now might start doing badge numbers, right? And remember, they come in and they record you as they got to stand there and smirk in your face. So whatever that thing's called, again, I forget, body cam or something. The first time, even though you've been being watched now for your whole life. 619 on the timer, very great number again. Thank you, Spirit. That's called divine guidance, and I am divinely aligned with my passion and my purpose. And again, remember, the narcissist still sitting there thinking it's funny until they get caught. Only until they get caught. But when they get caught, it's still going to be your fault as the scapegoat, because 49 years have passed now. The hate that all these people had for you when you were an innocent little child, now you turned into that innocent little child. You had the same hair when you were a cute little blonde kid. You ended up getting a triangle haircut. You got a pixie cut. You got a mullet. And then now you got bald spots and you can't even lift your hair up from the back. There's one of the dreads. Again, I've gone over it here. Can hardly see any of them in bald patches besides the hair. Again, down to here that nobody's touched. No one's touched my hair. One girl at a bar right now, one night watching a band said, "Can I touch that one dread? It looked cool." My hair was down here. Don't tell me one girl who touched my really perfect one dread that I had was able to do this. So again, that's the obsessive, compulsive, narcissist, egotistical maniacs, again, psychopaths, sociopaths. And it's all the people that have been handed everything to them on a silver platter. And sitting there still, imagine just sitting there right now with your fucking friends, 50 plus, even 30 plus, just gossiping about people, just gossiping and thinking something's funny. But again, the narcissist, if you broke into their phone, they tried to call 20 numbers and knew everybody was joking the whole time, they'd be raging. And again, that's the whole point of what a narcissist wants. 808 on the timer, manifestations are coming. They can't be stopped. I have no more tears left. I don't have any more tears left because, again, my one part coming on right now with everything about this mystery about my life, the targeted individual, the scapegoat, with all the class clowns being the narcissists, being the little Dennis the Menaces that couldn't heal what hurt them. They couldn't heal. They couldn't at all. So they decided to use hate. Again, the easiest thing in the world, right? What the government does. So in the end right now, in the awakening, just like the drones above everybody's apartments at night, dumbing down everybody, where the narcissist has to drink more beer, do more drugs, and gossip more and slander more still. Again, imagine being that cruel where the only thing that you gave a fuck about, not your kids, not anything, was just your what a stranger thought about you. And you'll go write it down. She did this to me. It was her. It was him. The other guy that got sober and is an addiction counselor. It was another great guy who was so nice to everybody. The funny, the cool, the nice people, the kind people. Sometimes now those people don't want to be kind to anybody anymore. But is that the way life's supposed to be? Now those narcissists are going to take away my brilliance of being kind to people? That's one of my gifts. And again, the narcissist had special gifts too, but they can't keep their nose out of somebody else's fucking life. They can't keep it out of the Akashic records, which is illegal. It's a universal fucking law. I've went over that a million times. Again, their nose. talking about other people's big noses, laughing like little fucking little. It's just like the Bait movie. They look like that. Let's pose it for 5 minutes. This is them. And then when they get caught, oh, it's her. Again, a big mad fucking mob, man. And again, you can't make it sound when I'm making sense of it right now how delusional you guys are. Just delusional. And you need a fucking mental hospital, and you need a fucking good addiction counselor. And if you do, I know one. But again, I don't think anyone, actually I know a lot of them in the city. Actually, I know quite a few of them from when I was in the AA meetings and NA. I've never went to a CA meeting because I walked away from a psychopath. And I never had to do cocaine again. Because when you finally look at who you're hanging out with and realize you're not like-minded like them, then you're going to do everything to fight for your goddamn fucking life, aren't you? And you're not going to get your voice taken away because, quite frankly, you never fucking had one. Your whole life was spent being shunned, blamed, rejected, laughed at, humiliated. And again, keep in mind, 11:11 on the timer, Make-A-Wish. Everybody knows what mine is. Wherever you are, you can change every day. Again, the power's just now, but you can't. It's like explaining, I don't know what the phrase would be, because I don't want to say one that's in my subconscious that the narcissists have programmed in our head, that we're trying to fucking break that down so we don't say dumb things anymore, like calling the pot, calling the kettle black, ignorance is bliss. Blood is thicker than water. Yeah, it might actually be, but fucking saying it's sticking up to abuse is actually fucking more brave than anything. And again, when I lead the way about abuse, I'm sure it's still going to be freeing up people. 11:55. So I'm here for the people that aren't the narcissists, but they're living in fear now. And again, like I've been explaining now for years, the drones above everybody's house, hotels, apartments, they're not just targeting me. Why would they just be targeting one person? They're killing everybody slowly. And remember what they've been doing to me? It's a slow burn. It's death. Everything that's been going on for me is death. The ultimate goal to kill. So again, the narcissists. And I just saw the birthday of a great other person in town as well. Ironically, that's the way spirit channels through messages. An addiction counselor of somebody who would give a fuck about somebody if they laid their sword down and wanted to get clean or sober today. And there's another great one too. He doesn't live in London, but he's close by. There's all kinds of these people out there, and they went before me. They went before me so I could share out loud, and then somebody stole my Facebook. So that was the only thing I used it for now, was to share my story out loud, not to brag like a narcissist would. But that's how the narcissist is. Who does she think she is? Posting about her sobriety. The narcissist will sit, that's them though. I'm just posting to fucking free up people so they know what it's like to be sober. But the narcissist, just black and white regimented thinking. Oh, but when you can't look at the post, when you're supposed to be one of my best friends for 30 years and you can't even write, congratulations, Lynn. The last time I had Facebook was 5 years ago. I'm 6 years and 3 months now. I could tell because I know, and I know all the people that never wrote on it, but I didn't sit there going, how dare this person not write on my post? That's the narcissist. Why couldn't this person write on it? But I will tell you right now, I did have a little bit of that energy on me when I was in my addictions. Notice the signs of who you're hanging out with. If you take on that poor me victim mentality and you're not like that, that's somebody else's energy, as well as your addictions, and then you have to heal your inner child. But again, when people share out loud, and they've gone before, they paved the way for other people, or else what are we going to be? A bunch of mute people out there closing up your throat chakra? No, we got to open our chakras to move our energy around so we can elevate, to be great, not to be chauvinistic pigs, to be great for our fucking selves. So again, when we do share out loud on Facebook, again, the narcissist, they get triggered by a post. They get triggered by your fucking near beer, which I actually have one right here. No, I just threw it in the garbage. Triggered. And still, the looks, the death stares, the immaturity, the lack of any fucking empathy, the lack of respect for somebody that was supposed to be your friend. That's enough for for me, being that person now, saying, fuck you. Fuck you back. But I don't have to say it. But the narcissist wants you to retaliate. They want to. They have to live on drama, gossip. They got to get up in the day. That's it. That's their pick-me-up. And if that's your thing, life is a game like that to people like you, it's not a game. Sorry, this is not a fucking game, man. Sitting at home or sitting in a warehouse and fucking doing shit to people? Making people drop shit on the fucking floor with your fucking whatever the fuck you're doing? Illegal spyware? Calling yourselves the Watchers? Again, last point, it's going longer. The last point about it is, why can't you just keep your own nose in your own goddamn business? Keep people's mail so that people can, when they were living in their apartment, still get their mail. And don't just steal somebody's mail and then still sit there going, it was her. And the whole community trying to act like somebody's fucking mental. Turn it the fuck around just for once in your goddamn lives. You guys need help. It's not going to work. It's not working anymore, man. There's tons of you, tons, against 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people and more across the planet. We're waking up now and we're not impressed. 1609 on the timer. We're not impressed. And the other number, I'll say it out there, that I saw was 1224. And that's a great human being as well. And the reason I don't sometimes say the names or this or that, because I don't want people to be more targeted, because that's how juvenile narcissists are, no matter what age. And again, because somebody stole my Facebook, and again, having all my messages I've ever had with people, pictures too. And again, what have they done? I never got to go on and report my Facebook, not once. Because again, these numbskulls have been hiding everything in my Google account. I had to go, they watched me, guys. They watched me. It's called financial abuse, watching me go from hotel to hotel, sending a man to ask me if I was working. I've never had that as a career. I walked around at a job for 15 years with my back fucking killing. It's stinging right now and burning. Because somebody smiles, because somebody's a happy-go-lucky person, the narcissist wants to kill you. With their energy, with their stink eye, with their death stare, and again, sending people around to fucking target somebody. So I already thought about this all months ago, that it was one person or two that started the smear campaign. But remember, if you come from a narcissistic, abusive family, that starts when you're a kid. And anybody that has to humiliate you in public and do their little backhanded comments, that's not a real friend. That's not a real mom or dad or brother or sister or anybody. That's nobody. And again, sometimes in the spiritual journey, you do find out that there's other people that could be karmics in your life too, not just friends, not just family. Sometimes you even have a karmic kid. I haven't even been able to have a kid yet. I'm 49 and I would be the best fucking mom out there. And the rest of you don't even raise your fucking kids. There's other people that are amazing trying to raise their kids and getting money stolen from them as well. The community that just made up random laws out of jealousy for people that they knew was a good person, male or female, evicting people. Same thing that happened to me. Crooked cops waiting outside to put fear in me, like the government with the drones. And again, the drones are putting paranoia in the air. They're putting poisons on the ground, pollutants. And again, keep in mind, you're probably being zapped in your bed as well, but you guys are so brain dead with the drugs and all your other hate and your fear, because that's what they wanted, that you might not be waking up with bald spots, but I'd start checking, because again, weapons are illegal, right? I mean, don't you have to have a license to have a weapon? So I'm going to leave it at that for right now. But I just wanted to put that out there, that we don't have to retaliate. That's just the narcissist. They're little kids in the empty, shallow, hollow vessel. And they just have too much hate. You don't want to be around them. So you try to get away. And then they make you a hostage as a scapegoat in your own city. Because they can't go heal, man. What does that tell you? So for the rest of the people, does that make somebody scary? No, but the rest of the good people are all cloaked in their energy. Because the narcissist, again, the refusal to heal, that's not a saying of ignorance is bliss. It's saying the narcissist is one motherfucking piece of ignorant shit. They're a Jezebel, entitled little cunt. And I will say the C word, a cunt, male or female. You get the drift. If you can't pick yourself up today and you can't go check yourself into a meeting, if you have an addiction, and if you don't have a meeting, if you're still sitting there, mask with the phone, 5G towers, Killing you. Brain dead. More brain dead. Again, do you like that? Do you like picking up your phone for that minute? It gives you that dopamine fix, right? It gives you that fix, and then you go put your phone down for a minute and you're dying. I'm so tired. And then look at me, vibrant, being killed every day. Still alive. Throat's fucking burning. Had a couple cigarettes. Again, somebody else must have been sending me, let's get her smoking again. But they were really trying to get me on drugs and drinking again. And it will never happen. Do you know why? Because when you hurt somebody you fucking love to death, you will never do those things again. You never would. And I hurt the greatest guy in the whole fucking goddamn world, and everybody was a part of it. Not everybody, but most people knew. You could see that love coming for you a mile away. Even when we were drunk. Because he never did cocaine, and I never did in the beginning for the longest time ever. So be careful out there. If you're a younger person, I never tried cocaine till about 39. I'm 49 now. 8 years off of it. I think the math's pretty accurate. If I can do that right now, it doesn't matter. I tried it late. But the other narcissists, they tried it at 16, 19, 20. They're fucking 52, 55 now. What is that doing? And then again, right now, in the grand scheme of the awakening, choosing to the power of now, you can grow, put your ego down. It's your false fucking self. You don't even know your goddamn self. Again, the mask. I do this to people, so she must be like that too. No, I actually don't. Believe it or not, a lot of us on the planet, we don't have that hate in us to think stupid things like that. But again, that's paranoia and anxiety of a narcissist, a malicious bigot, egotistical, too much pride to fucking put down a sword. Peekaboo, yeah. Susie over 3 towns, really, that's really all you care about. What somebody you don't even know fucking thinks about you. What a community's gonna think now that somebody made a smear campaign so bad. She's still fucking rising. Letting go of fucking finances. I've been on a bankruptcy my whole fucking life. And again, the narcissist, if you hate your goddamn fucking job, you can do a couple things. You can go have a failed back surgery. Maybe just get one of your Mason friends. Oh, Lynn had a failed back surgery. I'm gonna go hurt my back today, and then I'm gonna get it for free anyway off with the fucking Mason WSIB guy. And then the rest of the enlightened people, the ones who already still were in their addictions, they're gonna do it the hard way. Getting the lawyer, more money spent, more going, bouncing around. Loop for loop, never giving up on fighting for your goddamn fucking life after these narcissists just sit there. So again, it is very much in this grand scheme of things a turn it around, and it's a turn it around for the good of the planet. Again, please get away from toxic people. It's not a location you have to go to. It's a 5D consciousness. It's a state of mind. So remember, you got the answers that you need right up in your backyard. A good Mad Caddy song. I can't sing it right now because I'm actually kind of forgetting the lyrics, but you get the point. You got the answers that you need inside of your powerful, beautiful vessel when you get away from these idiots. And you don't care what they're doing. Remember, we manifest like that. Everything that the narcissist is doing, to you, to me, to everybody, that's manifesting. But again, what they're manifesting, they'll say, why is this happening to me now? That was her. No, it's your fucking thing called karma. Karma, dharma. You pick and choose every day with your mask how you're going to be, but you just can't fucking stop. You can't, you won't, and you don't stop. It's time to start stopping, and it's time to start starting. Minding your own fucking business would be a good place to start today. Maybe pick up a book. We'll leave it at that for now. Wherever you are on the planet, I just wanted to say life can be great, even on a hate crime as a targeted individual, because I wouldn't trade anything for being sober right now and being off of cocaine. It gave me paranoia. I hung out with creepy people. Not everybody. Most people were. And again, those are the people that right now, they're probably still high as fuck. They're probably drunk as fuck. And again, remember, they'll pick up the phone anytime and do a turnaround on you. So please be careful. These people don't love you. They don't even like you. They actually just hate you. And whenever you're going through a trouble, they'll never be there for you. If you have a sick dog, if you're sick, they'll make you do everything by yourself. So start noticing those signs, rise up. And again, remember, if somebody's pushed you down too much, it's time for you to take your life back, because there's nothing more than a narcissist hates is somebody rising from the dead. Remember, they are the walking dead. Namaste.